Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios, as well as locals, YouTube, Twitch Live, Facebook Live, X Live, and Kick. And we're doing this a second time here. Let's check our platforms here. Okay, there, Fireman. We noticed that you are having some technical with live stream, and this could be due to the incorrect settings you set up in your OBS Streamlabs. No, my OBS should be all right. Feel free to contact the team. Okay, thanks. Okay, that's over there. Okay, thanks. Okay, I just say thanks there. Let's see what the stream is sitting at. But good morning, folks, on this 10.30.2024. Current time is 06:11 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside on this Wednesday morning, hump day, as we're working towards the weekend. It's the middle of the week, and let's see. Boy, we're still unstable. What the hell's going on? Maybe I did I do something to my OBS? Huh. Which that could happen. It says it's unstable. So good morning, Tina. This is the second time I tried starting this up. We're sort of a little wonky like we were Monday. So I'm just checking it out. But good morning, Tina, our Jersey girl. I'm going to have to check it. And then I just noticed that I had a comment on Kick. They're saying my settings are wrong, maybe in OBS. I might have to go back and look at my settings in OBS. I wonder if I can do that now. I know I can't do anything while I'm live, but I can still look at it, I guess. Let's take a look at the OBS. But good morning, folks. We do have the morning coffee right here. Uh-oh. I see the twirling circle. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, that's on Kick. No, we're offline on Kick. Let's check YouTube. I'm still seeing this. Maybe it's Kick that's having the issues. It says we're still live on YouTube. We're still showing online. We're still on YouTube. Let me check the Facebook. No, we're not on Facebook. We're not on the Facebook. We dropped from the Kick and Facebook. So I wonder if that's where our issue's at. We're not live there. Yeah, we had issues. Good morning, Double J's. We had issues Monday and stuff like that, as far as on all the platforms this morning. So I don't think it's on my end because I had no problem unless there's something going on here because I'm getting it on everything here. Twitch is still like at 94 kbs and still unstable on the thing. It's still showing us up on the board here. Let me check the X Live. X Live, it says, nope, it dropped on X Live too. One of the platforms is playing up. I'm not sure if it's one of the platforms, it's the internet or my connection and stuff like that this morning. I did get a notice from Kick saying that, hey there, Fireman Rich, we noticed that you have some technical difficulties with your live stream. This could be due to incorrect settings you've set in your OBS Streamlabs. Feel free to contact our team and we'll be able to help assist you. So I just said thank you and I said no thanks as far as that goes. So oh, what's that? Are we back up? We're back up on Kick. Oh no, it's offline. Okay. It's offline on Kick. Yep. Wait a minute. We're back on Kick. We're back on Kick. What the frick's going on here? Let me check the Twitch. Let's check YouTube now. Or X. It shows we're live on. You're all good. Yeah, I see that we're good on Twitch. Tina is there on Twitch also. Why am I listening to this? It's YouTube Live? Yeah, that's it. No. Oh, it's on Kick. Okay, so we're getting Kick. I wanted to just double check my settings and stuff like that as far as, let's see. AF. Now we're back on live with, are we back live on YouTube? I think. Yep, it looks like we're back live on YouTube now. Let me check locals. Just bear with me, folks. We're having some technical difficulties. We came off. We're on Rumble. We're still on Rumble as far as that goes. We're going to check locals, which is another place I broadcast to. Locals. And locals is saying hit the little red dot. And it looks like we're on locals. Let's see. Hey, Captain Rehab. Good morning. Yep, we're on locals, so let me check Twitch. Twitch Live. No, Twitch Live sort of crapped out, I guess. Let's see. Let's try this again. It says we're live. Oh, we're back on Twitch Live. Okay, so there's something going on with the internet because it went these. Let's see, X Live, YouTube, Kick. They're all back on. So, but I'm just double checking Twitch. We're in a commercial here right now. Okay, we're on, and we're on. Let me double check the Rumble. We should be on Rumble. Yep, we're on Rumble. And we're on X Live. And we're back on X Live, it looks like. So we're back up. Yep, we're back up. So I'm not sure the Twitch is saying that my stream is unstable. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm being throttled. Maybe I am being throttled at the end of the month. But this happened. We're going to go ahead and go with the flow here, folks. Good morning and welcome to the broadcast here. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios and all these other fine social media platforms, except no, we're on them all. Except I think we're on them all. So your video on Twitch is smooth double check. Yeah, but I'm looking I've got over here on the laptop the stream manager. It's saying it's unstable. I'm usually up around 18 to 20. It's at 10 kbs, so that's not too stable. It's an unstable connection right now. So I'm wondering if I looks and sounds fire to no, it's not that, Captain Rehab. It's some concerning stuff because this happened to me Monday, and and it happened to me. This is a second startup because I shut everything down because everything locked down. The only thing unstable, yeah, is the Jets. Yeah, no, it was Aaron Rodgers on the Jets. That's unstable. That's the key there on the football. But we are getting our day started here. Hey, good morning, Ozzy Joanne. There we go. There's a hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Thank you, Ozzy Joanna. And greatly appreciate it. And thank you for that subscription there coming in from Australia. And And there's Tony D. Salute to you, Tony D. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. Tony says good morning. Good morning, Tony. There we go. Okay, we're getting back on track here. So evidently we had another interruption like we did Monday. And Monday I just went with the flow, and it was a Rumble only broadcast. This morning, starting everything except Rumble had some glitches. And according to Twitch, we're a little unstable on our broadcast, but what looks like we're, let's see, are we back up on Facebook? No, Facebook is the only one that's not, let me refresh the thing. Let's see. Oh, it says we're live now. Okay, I just refreshed. We are live on Facebook. Okay, so we're live on Facebook. So there's something going on with the internet as far as this happened Monday. And I don't know. I might be throttled. End of the month. Maybe I'm doing too. I don't think I'm doing that much broadcasting, but we're at the end of the month. And Tony saying good morning to Tina. But we're going to rock and roll with it this morning. And like I said, I do have the morning coffee. And we spend the first 20 minutes on this as far as that goes. I'm going to keep this on this to see how this works. It's just it just says we're at 10,000 kbs from Twitch, so there's something blocking the signal or something like that. I don't know. Tony saying hi to Big Juice. Big Juice is in the house, as well as, let's see, good morning, Tina. Good morning, Double J's. Good morning, Captain Rehab. Good morning, Tony. And yeah, I don't know if you might have seen Big Juice from the first. He commented on the first broadcast there that when I shut it down, where we weren't doing too good. So we're good now. We're good. Okay. So I'm Rich Roberts, by the way, having fun live streaming, and everybody's saying good morning to everybody in the chat there. You can follow me over there on X. At Fireman Rich, that's my mainstay as far as posting things. And this broadcast, hopefully, if it stays stable, will be repurposed over there on Spotify. I didn't do the Monday ones because, or did I? No, I did do it. I did. Okay, scratch that. We repurposed the audio from the broadcast here for the morning coffee over there on Spotify for podcasters, which is owned by Spotify. And we're doing that in preparation of this, NaPodPomo. NaPodPomo.org. Hashtag NaPodPomo. That's the audio challenge that's coming up here starting the 1st of November, where the Friday morning podcast or broadcast will be the first NaPodPomo submission. And we do an audio a day, and we put it over there on Spotify for podcasters, at Fireman Rich over on Spotify for podcasters. Of course, I am on Rumble Studios, or Rumble, Fireman Rich on Rumble. And over there on YouTube, there's my YouTube channel because it's okay. And again, it's at Fireman Rich. I post all my everything there. There's some other platforms I'm on, some fine social media platforms, but for all intents and purposes, X, what used to be Twitter, is my mainstay. And everybody's continuing to go on. Tina's feeding Rocco. So good day, Kona. Who is Koana? Oh, Joanna. You hit the K instead of the J. Joanna coming in from Australia, our Australian friend. Thank you very much, Joanna, for the subscription. Continuing the subscriptions is greatly appreciated. And we thank you. Yeah, there we go. Tina said Joanna. It's just you fat fingered it and stuff. I knew what you meant. No, you're all right, Tina. It's okay. It's not Monday, but it's Wednesday. We're having some antics going on here. I'm not sure about this instability and stuff like that. So is there something going on with the internet? I think there's other people having problems with broadcasting and stuff. And I have not changed my settings in my OBS, but I did get a message on Kick. So I think next, let's see, the Friday broadcast, I probably won't broadcast to Kick. I'm wondering if it's a Kick thing. Or no, we're back on Kick. So it can't be Kick. Yeah, we're live on Kick. I'm looking at myself right now. So we're on Kick, so we're good to go. So again, we're spending the first 30 minutes just to get out of the gate here. Let's see. Currently, this morning here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it was cold yesterday. It was 32, but this morning we have a temperature of 46 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see. Let me just make sure. 46. Yeah, 46 degrees. So it's a little bit warmer than yesterday morning, which is it equates to 7 degrees Celsius. And so yesterday, sort of a funky day there. I did do the audio podcasts over there on Spotify, but not really. What was I doing yesterday? We went for a walk. We had a nice walk, the missus and me. We did go for a walk, and I tried gaming, but I guess I had a setting. Maybe that's what. Maybe something happened with my. I was trying to play PUBG Battlegrounds yesterday, but I couldn't. It seemed like the server was down. What it was is I never had my Steam. I wasn't logged into my Steam account, so maybe I did do something on OBS. I'm gonna have to double check that. Because usually I am a lot higher than maybe on my baud rates. Sometimes things get inadvertently changed on OBS for one reason or the other and stuff like that. So, but we are at 46 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York at 6:30 a.m. And that means we may have a nice day. But I think we're going to have. Right now it's clear. I don't really see it. I'm just saying. Well, they got the green light on over next door? I don't know. Do they? I can't see it through the thing. We have a mix of clouds and sun today. Very warm today. 77. Okay, so it's going to be summer-like. A summer-like day today. Winds out of the south by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sun will be rising this morning at 0737, which is in about an hour and 6 minutes. And at 7:37 a.m., the sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting at 0603. Our world times and temperature starting in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I'm on tune with the turning the clocks back over there in Europe now. Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:31 a.m. 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and cloudy skies. Cloudy skies with some clearing. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:31 a.m. Clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, as far as that goes. In Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:31 a.m. Cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, as I like calling it, 6:32 a.m. It's 6:32 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York also at this time. Clear skies down in New York City, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tony did give me his weather down there. Where is it? Let's see. Tony D, 61 degrees Fahrenheit, 82 for the high and 61 for the low. Mostly clear down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. That's where Tony's at right now. He's probably at the day job there. It's not day yet, but he gets there early, turning the wrench on the aircraft he's working on. And just be safe, Tony, especially going in those fuel tanks. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, in Cork, Ireland at 10:33 a.m., we have cloudy skies. 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan, Italy at 11:33. See, this is where the clocks, because usually it would be Mangia. They're getting ready for Mangia time. So 11:33, it's still in the morning time in Milan, Italia. Sunny and clear, 63 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan. In Kuala Lumpur at 6:33 p.m., sunny and clear, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:33 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy with a little clearing, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under in Australia, the great continent and great country, of Australia. Melbourne, Australia at 9:33 p.m. Melbourne is cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 9:33 p.m. Let me do something here. In Sydney, Australia at 9:34 p.m. Clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And no, that can't be it. Let me see something. I'm checking something here real quick. Okay, so those are our world times and temperatures and stuff. Just double checking something here, and we're still floating on the broadcast here. As far as I'm not. If you can see, there's a chart over here, and it's at 10,208 kbs. It says unstable, and we're at 30 frames per second on the. That's on the Twitch side. So Twitch is, but it looks like we're still moving along on Kick. We're still on YouTube. We're still on Facebook, live on Facebook. X Live, we're still on X Live, it looks like. Let me double check. Yeah, we're still live on all the platforms. So, okay, so those are world times and temperatures. Our thought for the day comes from Carl Sagan. And if you don't know who Carl Sagan is, you're under a rock on an asteroid. Great American astronomer and planetary scientist, Carl Edward Sagan, was an American astronomer, planetary scientist, and science communicator. He was best known. His best known scientific contribution is research on the possibilities of extraterrestrial life, including experimental demonstrations of the production of amino acids from basic chemicals by exposure of light. Born in Brooklyn, New York. He's a New York guy. Passed away, though, at 62 out there in Seattle, Washington. So, but we have quotes from him periodically, and his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. My takeaway is something is waiting to be known whether this broadcast will continue with the internet interruption there and stuff. That's the magic of the internet. Somewhere, not under a rainbow, but somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Carl Sagan. There's always something interesting to find out. And there was a couple things I can't think off of the top of my head, but there was a number of things yesterday that I found out that I did not know. As far as I know, I knew that because I can say that because there's like 3 things I told the missus. Did you know this? Did you know this? And it's interesting to find out new things, even years afterwards and stuff. And I can't think of them off the top of my head. I should have written them down. But Carl Sagan's the unknown. I think what he's primarily talking about is out there in the cosmos with billions and billions and billions of worlds, as he would say. So somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Maybe today. Who knows? Carl Sagan, God bless and Godspeed, sir. That was a very good one. That's a fun one right there. Our national day today is Let's see. We had a good one yesterday. Oh, I know which one we're gonna have. I'm gonna have to buy some more of this stuff, but I told the missus that we don't need to. You got Wicked Day? No. National Publicist Day? Nah. Speak Up for Service Day? Yeah, that's an okay one. We're gonna go with National Candy Corn Day. We just got done eating them. It only lasted us a week. It was a and the missus doesn't eat this. Is the rest of the family eats it here. It's Candy Corn Day. Today is National Candy Corn Day on this October 30th. Who doesn't like candy corn? Let me back up here. Thank you, Tina, for the weather down there in New Jersey. Just to catch up on the chat here, 59 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Central Jersey, 78 for the high today. Looks like you're going to have a pretty decent day there, too, Tina. So thank you for that. But today we're going to go with National Candy Corn Day. Of course, tomorrow is the last day of October, so tomorrow's Halloween. On October 30th, the country celebrates a favorite vegetable with National Candy Corn Day. Hashtag National Candy Corn Day. It was in the late 1800s. George Reniger of the Wanderley Candy Company created candy corn. His sweet treat represented the bright colors of corn kernels. Originally, candy corn was yellow, orange, or white. However, it was until 1889 that the Galazzo Candy Company made the candy popular. Later, other candy corn makers developed a variety of colors and stuff like that. But the original confection was made by hand using corn syrup, sugar, water, marshmallow, fondant, and cambia wax, a wax made from the leaf of a palm tree. However, modern candy makers combine the original ingredients using a machine. These days, numerous recipes create the candy corn flavor. And cookies, yeah, you decorate it with the candy corn. So today's National Candy Corn Day. Okay, we'll go with that one. And let me check. What do we have here on that thing? And let's see. Okay. Yesterday we did do the audio podcast, and it was concerning. We had a good subject, or Hal's favorite. Yeah, I know he has that. He probably has that candy corn from like 50 years ago and stuff. That's the same. Is that this? Does he get a new one every year? I know we just polished off it. When we went to BJ's a couple of weeks ago. I got a 10-pound bag and it's gone already. I can't eat anymore. I've had my limit and next year's limit of candy corn. So I just like a couple of them. They're good. It's all pure sugar. That's all it is. It's actually not good for you as far as that goes. But yesterday on the audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast on Spotify for podcasters, we talked about the good story I presented was climate models now need an upgrade. Plants absorb 31% more carbon than previous thought. So what that means is all the data that was done before this study, and this study was conducted up there in Cornell University here in New York State. Cornell is like an hour's drive from where I'm at. It's just up there near the Finger Lakes on the other side of Ithaca. It takes about 45 minutes to get to Ithaca and probably another 15 minutes to Corning or something like that. But this study sort of indicates that we've been doing the math wrong, and actually the trees absorb a lot more than what we thought. And I found that really interesting because we're always getting the crap that we're not taking care of our so-called carbon footprint, if you will. CO2 levels are coming down. I've seen data on it, and it's becoming apparent. And I have presented several articles over there on the audio podcast in past years of the math. There's scientific data out there, and there's scientific data showing that even here in the United States, CO2 levels are coming down. Maybe not as quick as some people want them to come down, but they are coming down noticeably. But when you have countries like Russia, China, India, they're just throwing stuff in the air. Eventually, that's going to float over in our general area and stuff like that. So they're not contributing. So imagine if they did contribute with the progress that the United States is doing, Europe is doing, and other countries around the world are trying to do. If Russia, China, and India came on board, it'd be the CO2 levels would be down significantly. But the trees are getting it done from what this study is doing. So we need to plant more trees. And there's math out there. There's mathematical calculations. If we put more trees on this planet, the CO2 level is going to come down because they just gobble up the CO2. So that's what we did. We'll do the audio podcast tomorrow. Let's see. Tonight I have the football broadcast, so we'll go over the football scores tonight and see what. And we're going into week 9. We had a pretty good week. Well, there was one particular game that was really good. I'm still thinking about it. The Washington. Who did Washington play? They ended up winning. That's all that mattered. Who did Washington play? Let me check real quick here. They had a Hail Mary. I can't think of the team they played against. I think I need to refresh my coffee here. Who did they play? The Steelers. No, not the Steelers. Steelers won Monday night. Who did Washington play? No, that's next week there. Washington Giants play. The Bears. The Bears. They had won it. They're celebrating. There's less than 20 seconds left. And let's see. Once a year, Tina says. And Jets? No, they didn't play the Jets. It was the Bears. Yeah, Reed. I'm all over, Tina. I'll get to your comments eventually. I'm sorry. No, it wasn't. The Jets ended up playing who did the Jets play? The Jets played New England, and they lost to New England. And I had New England. No, I had the Jets, and I picked the Jets. 18 seconds left. Oh, ads. Okay, we got ads on Pats. Yeah, the Pats. So they the Bears Commanders game, they were celebrating, and then with 5 seconds left, they threw a Hail Mary and they won, the Commanders. So it ain't over till it's over, even with 5 seconds. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. We'll be talking more about that tonight on Let's Talk Football, the Wednesday night football broadcast. It's only about 45 minutes to an hour. And as far as getting ready to start week 9, we're more than halfway through the season now. So let's see on our good history. Let's go ahead and get the 100 years ago. I have the page up here. I just got to bring up the this is as of the 28th of Monday. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. Get our history going here for the, let's see. We got to turn that off. I'm a little concerned about this baud rate or this KBS rating because usually it's a lot higher than that. I'm going to have to check. Oh, let me see something here. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and do 100 years. Stick to the plan. Stick to the flight plan, Rich. Stick to the flight plan. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, what was awful? The Bears losing? No, I thought that was great. Washington winning. I think everybody had Washington or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. 100 years ago. Let's see. This is on Fox 40. I have no affiliation with Fox 40. We just like looking at their stuff online there as far as the news. So let's bring this up. There it is. There we go. Let's hear it. 100 years ago as of Wednesday. And we'll get this thing going here.
100 years ago today, a Halloween masquerade dance will be held in the Monday afternoon clubhouse Tuesday night. Police say that destruction of property during the Halloween season must stop immediately. Several complaints have been received of Halloween pranks being played by gangs of young hoodlums in the vicinity. The Broome County Jail is now filled to capacity with a total of 77 prisoners. Over the last 8 months, prohibition raids have resulted in the closing of more than 100 saloons in the area. And finally, more than $1,000 worth of whiskey, grain alcohol, hard cider, and beer that had been seized and held at police headquarters was disposed of at the garbage dump in the 6th Ward yesterday. That was the news 100 years ago.
I wonder how many of those the police officers took a little nip of that $1,000 worth of whiskey and hard cider there. You know, they say it went to the garbage dump. I wonder how many of them took the spirits home. And then we got those kids there. They're IKR. I'm not sure what IKR means, Tina. But
I know, right?
Oh, I know, right. Okay, the missus knows. I don't know what it is. Okay, there we go. Thank you. But we had the Halloween masquerade dance. That was good. But we had destruction of property during Halloween season. Mostly must stop immediately. Several complaints have been received. Halloween pranks by a gang of those young hoodlums. That's what we're calling them. Those young hoodlums are around as far as that goes. So it's never let's see, in over 8 months of prohibition raids have resulted in closing more than 100 saloons in the area. 100 saloons? Wow. That's something. Okay. Let's see. We're back here as far as that goes. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break here because I ran out of coffee here. I guess pushing through that, the fact that we had a little oopsie and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back. And you guys just hang in there, and we'll see when I get some more coffee here and stuff. We'll be right back in a couple minutes, and hopefully the broadcast. So we took a little dip there. Ooh, that's not good. Let's check the. Let me check. Are we still on Kick? Yep, we're still on Kick. We're still on Facebook. We're still on Locals. It says we're live, and we're still on X. Well, we have 3 viewers. Tony said hi. Hey, Tony. Let's see. Let's go. Hey, Tony. Do a comment on the. I'm sure it won't show up on the. Let's see. The show. No, the X comments do not show up. So we'll be right back, folks. Hang in there. And we're back. We are back. And we got our second cup of coffee here as far as that goes. And we took a dip. We're now at 54. That's not good. That's not good. We're still hanging in there, though. I got to check my OBS here. Let me see my settings. Let's see what the settings say. For stream. Okay, output. Let's see. Output is all good. Video. Downscale filter. Resolutions not matching. We're at 60 frames. What's this resolutions match? No downscale required. I'm not sure what that is. Output. What the hell is our output at 35? It should be higher than that. What? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Okay, we're going to have to look at that when we're off. I think how did that get there? Slow, good quality preset, high quality. Can I change that? I can't change. I'm not going to change that. That should be higher. It shouldn't be 35. It should be higher than that. It should be up at 6. Wow. So maybe my OBS is a little hosed there. Reply buffer. What's reply buffer? 20 seconds. Audio is okay. Recorded. Streaming. And we're at a half CPU. So it's not on it's not the computer or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to dig into this. So evidently there might be, I don't know how that's done. Sometimes there's settings will jump in your OBS. I remember that back in the HAPS days. I didn't change anything. I keep it set, but I know I think it's higher than 3500 baud rate. Right now we're at was it KBS or something like that. Let me see. Captain Rehab, you still there? You're gonna hang loose. I don't know if let me get the picks for this week's game. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see, who is that? That's going to be Houston, and yeah, we got Houston and the Jets Thursday night. So New York Jets. And let's see, next game Sunday. You got Dallas playing Arizona. I don't know. Dallas, they're not doing all that great as far as that goes. Let me see if I get this for Captain Rehab. I forgot today's one. I forgot today's Wednesday until I started the broadcast. Like, what day? Oh, it's Wednesday. So we're halfway through the week here, as far as that goes. So, and then we'll finish up with the history here as far as. See, that's going to be New York Giants to play Washington. That should be a good game. Oh no, cancel. Let's cancel that. Let's see, New York Giants. And I'm doing something just for you, Captain Rehab. I'm seeing that you're still here. If you're still here, are you still here? Oh, Tina, I know you're here. Okay, Tina's here. Is Captain Rehab still around? Tina, I'll still send you this list, okay? I'll DM it to you later this morning, but I'm going to post this up. Okay, you're okay. Good. I don't know if you. I know you're a busy guy there, Captain Rehab. So I'm just for you. I'm getting the list together here, which I should have had this already. Seeing that. And we got 16 games. Make sure you don't put two teams in one game on the other, right, Tina? Oh, that's funny. Let's see. And what's Monday night? Monday night's Tampa Bay. And Tina's laughing. Yeah, that was a good laugh, Tina. I'm sorry. I should have caught that beforehand and stuff. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm missing a game. What am I missing? Got Houston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, we got two teams on bye. We got Pittsburgh and San Francisco's on a bye. Okay, so we got 15 games. Rams are playing Seattle. Almost done here, guys. And then Captain Rehab, if you could, if you're not going to be on tonight, go ahead and give me your picks this morning here, my friend. And we'll be going over the chart tonight. Let's see, LA Chargers. Okay, let me put this in the chat. There we go, Captain Rehab. Those are the picks. If you go ahead and go through that listing and give me your picks here this morning as we continue this broadcast okay, we went up to 9 KB. I think I know what the problem is on the OBS. I did see a setting. So there is a setting that's it's preventing the stream to go out properly as far as that goes, the rate there and stuff like that. So those are our games this weekend or this week 9. And we'll be going over those a little more in depth tonight as far as the power rankings and also who's at the top of the chart and who's at the bottom of the chart. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to go dangle that carrot and stuff like that. That's one thing I got to do today. I got to do the charts and stuff like that. I don't know what did I should have done it yesterday. I did a little bit of my the the adding up of the beans and the stuff, the wins and losses and stuff like that. But for all intents and purposes, I'm thinking, did I take a nap? I'm not sure. I can't even remember if I took a nap and stuff. I guess this getting online in the morning here, and then the video just the broadcast just crapping out and stuff has got me a little perplexed this morning. So we need more coffee. That's what it is. Let's see. Continuing on with our history. Let's see. for October 30th. And let's see, it was back in 1735, American founding father and President John Adams was born. So happy birthday, John Adams. And let's see, in 1918, the Ottoman Empire signed an armistice, end of World War I in the Middle East in 1918. And let's see, this was in 1991. The Madrid Peace Conference, organized by the United States and then the Soviet Union, the first time in 43 years that Israel has talked to all of its Arab neighbors about peace. And we need peace over in that region. We do need peace. 83 years ago today, United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt gave an additional $1 billion to the Lend-Lease Act funding to Great Britain to help fund the Allies' effort to win World War II. I wonder if that was a prequel of what we're doing now in the United States. We're just giving money away, for wars and stuff instead of talking about peace. And hopefully that will change here next week. And as far as get that going, because we're sending too much. Not that I think Ukraine has a right to be their own country, because they, like a lot of other Soviet satellites that broke away in 1991 when the Soviet Union imploded, and Russia could not handle those extra countries. Now all of a sudden they want them back. A little disingenuous, but there's too much money going into that war. And Ukraine has the Ukrainians are fighting on Russian territory. So it's like, wait a minute, you got your territory, or let's just get your territory back. Well, I think they got some Russia, but Crimea is still in Russian hands. Okay, let's go to the peace and trade those territories and everything's square. Too many people are getting killed on both sides. And it just, Russia, they're the one that initiated it. I mean, it was right on the news, the columns going into Kiev. I guess Russia thought it was going to be an easy topple, but they found out differently as far as that goes. Some people are on both sides of the thing, but Ukrainians have a right to their own country, but they don't have a right to endless money funnel from the United States. There should be some accountability for that. So, and such. And like I said, hopefully, depending on what happens next week, maybe we'll just continue and giving them money and stuff like that. Let's see, continuing on with the history here on the AP side. Let's see, what do we got? We're back up to 9,600. It's still unstable, though. I don't know why it's unstable. Well, I know why. It's probably because of the OBS. The OBS is acting up a little bit. On this day in 1974, Muhammad Ali defeated George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. That's back on box. Oh, there's Jackie Jack. Okay, I'm going to have to take a little bit of a break here, folks. I'll be right back. I want to make sure he got to and we'll continue. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We took care of Jack. The missus said he did go to the bathroom there and stuff. And Mrs. is joining us here in the studios, the dining room, to having her breakfast. You walking this morning with?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not in no hurry for a walk, are we? No, we're not in no hurry. Even though the temperatures 32 yesterday.
Yeah, it'd be breezy.
Oh, yeah, it was breezy. That's
it's
right.
45.
45,
Right
yeah.
now. But no, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so back in history, the Rumble in the Jungle took place. And okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later. The Rumble in the Jungle was on, and hi to the missus, Tina says.
Hey, Tina. Bye, Tina.
Hi and bye, Tina. Yeah, we'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock, between 7 and 7:15, thereabouts. But we had Muhammad Ali. That was one of the great fights. I used to watch boxing, but it was when Boom Boom Mancini took the Korean out and in a boxing match. That's when I stopped watching boxing. I can remember. I'm not sure. That was in the early 80s. Maybe it was 81, 82 or something. I'm not sure. But I used to love watching boxing, they just duke it out and stuff. Yesterday, I was, I know what I did mostly yesterday. I was listening to the Rogan podcast with former President Trump. It was about a 3-hour broadcast. I listened to the whole thing yesterday. That's what I did yesterday afternoon, because this just reminds me, because they were talking about the fight game, both Joe Rogan and President Trump. I have to say that's probably before I say what I'm going to say about the fighting and stuff like that. A lot of good information. I posted it up a couple times on my X feed because it seems like there was an indication that you couldn't really find it on YouTube, like it was being supposedly squashed. I found it very riveting and interesting. Some good insights onto and Joe Rogan is just a top class act. That's why he's the king of podcasting. And so I would highly recommend listening to it because it's very interesting. And some great insights from President Trump on things that have happened during the campaign so far, as well as some other insights that he talked about as far as when he first and he probably shared his experience of anybody that was elected president for the first time, what they thought, going into the White House. And he said it was very surreal and stuff. They were talking a lot of things, but one of the things they were talking about, the fight game, boxing, and boxing, it's a continuous bang, bang, bang on the head and stuff like that. Where you look at MMA, the cage fighting, they're in ideal condition, but Joe Rogan would say that there's a pause between the hitting in the head, where you do you use your feet, you wrestle to the ground, and you may be pounding a little bit on the head, but it's not as consistent as say on in boxing. That's why you have more boxers that have brain damage than MMA guys and stuff like that. Not to say the MMA guys they get banged up in the head and stuff like that, but it's pretty insight because they were talking about the fighting game and stuff like that. So that's what's talking about this Rumble in the Jungle, because I used to watch boxing again. Good morning, Smoking Schizo, coming in from Florida. My brother, Air Force, civil engineering, Go Prime Beef friend there, and fellow broadcaster, and we're glad to have you here. We're still on. We're still on the broad. I had a little oopsie at the beginning. So the Rumble in the Jungle was yesterday, and again, the link to Joe Rogan's broadcast. If you can't find it, check out my X feed. It's on X as far as that goes, but I've got the link a couple times in my for yesterday. And like I said, that's what I did yesterday. That was the good portion of my day yesterday. I forgot. It's coming back to my memory now. It was a good podcast, and I was glad I listened to it. And again, it goes to show Joe Rogan just wants to have a conversation. So Kamala, give Joe a call. He just wants to talk to you. And so he's a good guy. I listened to that on Saturday on my ride. Oh, what did you think of it, Smoking? That was pretty good, wasn't it? I mean, it was some great insight. I liked the very end when they were talking about, President Trump was talking about how he looked at he peeked at the folder of JFK's assassination, and that he alluded that if he gets elected, that he'll do a full disclosure on that. It just that which would be really interesting. Wasn't really for me. It was good. It was okay. I just saw, I thought it was good. Joe Rogan, he's a class act, if anything. That's a big takeaway and stuff like that. But I listened to the whole 3 hours, and there was a lot of good information, especially at the end. There may be aliens among us, because President Trump wasn't direct, and there was another president that wasn't direct when he said, well, I get in office, I'm going to tell you about the aliens, and that was President Clinton. And he didn't really. After he got in, he said, no, I'm going to take a step back. So I think there's some truth to this alien bit. Just my take. Well, Carl Sagan says there are billions and billions and billions of worlds. So let's see. Smokin says, I think it was more for the people on the fence. If you are already voting that way, it wouldn't change anything. That's what I mean by. Oh, well, if you're looking at it from a voter's perspective, but I'm trying to look at something, that's the majority of the people will look at that, but I look at it, what information, because there's a lot of stuff that's taken out of context from President Trump. So to hear it from the man's mouth himself, I think it has more value, as far as because I think everybody knows who they're going to vote for, and then there's some people that are coming out of the woodwork and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get into political, but just from a strictly know the person a little bit more. That's how I take those that podcast. I wasn't looking at it from even though they did talk, a lot of it was Joe Rogan was bringing out some politics and stuff like that. That's interesting, but just to see how we've seen President Trump in the debate forum and stuff like that, and he stands up there and fight. But when he's in the discussion, he's a very nice guy. I've seen him a couple of times. There was a broadcast. This one individual over there on Kick live streamed, I think it was almost a 2-hour broadcast with the president. And this guy, he's up there, but to have that type of access, and it tells you something about the individual. So I guess that's my takeaway. That I look a little beyond the politics when I listen to some, especially if I'm investing 3 hours. And the thing is, if it got sort of dry and uninteresting, I probably would have shut it down after 30 minutes or something. But the content was I thought was very good and interesting, because it was a conversation as far as that goes, and explained a lot of things too, as far as that goes too. So, but I can see from your perspective that you thought it was more for people on the fence. I don't know. People on the fence, if they're going to listen to it, there's people that are even for President Trump. They'll say they listened to it, but they didn't. But I know I listened to 3 hours and I enjoyed it as far as that goes. So, but full disclosure, I am a registered Republican conservative. So, you can see where my I'm not too impressed with Miss Harris, the current vice president. That's as far as that goes. I mean, 40 million people on YouTube alone saw it. Yeah, but it got squashed yesterday. There was some problems with it, so there was probably some hanky-panky going on that, as far as that goes. Yeah, 40 million people, and I don't know. I'd like to see how many people listen to it on Spotify. There's probably maybe as many there, because Joe Rogan, he's king. I can see why he's king. I haven't really listened too much of Joe Rogan, but every time I listen to him, I enjoy listening to him. He's a great guy. Even if you disagree with him, his format on an audio podcast is so smooth. Probably way more on probably way more on Spotify. That's why he's king. So I said thank you to him and the President Trump there for the thing on my Twitter feed. Unlike the other president, I guess I'm a piece of garbage. Did you hear that last night?
What?
President Biden called all the Trump supporters and people vote for Trump garbage. in retaliation for the Puerto Rican, which the guy said it was a joke. You know, we gotten that bad. You can't take a joke. You take everything serious. But that's the policy. Let's move on. Elon's going to get you for calling it Twitter. No, yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what, yeah.
If I get a call from Elon, he wants to chew my ass out. You know what? I'm taking that call because I'll take that ass chewing. That's a good one. No, I'm slowly. It is X. It's X, and I'm enjoying X. X is a great platform. I know there's people that are disgusted with it and all that. That's your bag of donuts. I love Twitter or X. So you got X is a good. I especially since I become I'm not a full premium, but they had a discount on the premium from $80 down to $50, and I'm using X more than I ever have because it's great. Having that X Pro, and you can edit your tweets or your postings, and you can. Instead of 280 characters, I have close to 4,000 characters. I can write a book if I wanted to, which I have a couple times this past weekend on responding to somebody. Let's see. Oh, I know what came out yesterday. One of the things they were talking about in history that what was it? President McKinley. Back in the day, he was, during McKinley and before McKinley, we didn't have any taxes and stuff like that. And this is one of the things. It goes back to rationality. I guess recently, President Trump has said that he's looking seriously at no taxes at all. Just go to tariffs, which we could probably do that. And though there'd be a lot of, people, the swamp would be really against that, if anything. Us in the trenches here that do pay the taxes would be in favor of that. But back, President McKinley, he was the last president where there was no income tax. I guess it came in after that, maybe under Theodore Roosevelt, or maybe it was under Franklin Roosevelt administration. But anyway, they used tariffs prior to that to run the government and stuff like that, and it worked well. So why can't we go back to that? That would be great if we had no income tax. We keep all the money for ourselves and stuff like that. They were talking about that on the broadcast. I found that pretty riveting as far as going back. Now, President Trump did propose, and it was copycatted by Ms. Harris, of no taxes on tips and overtime, which I think that would be great, because the reason when I was working, I would only do maybe about 4 to 10 hours of overtime, maybe 4 hours of it was like 10%. So 10% of 40 is 4, and 4 hours. So 4 to 8 hours I would do for overtime for the week. Because after 8 hours, you're giving too much for taxes. So why bust your ass? And I did my fair share of overtime and stuff, but money-wise, I wasn't getting that much back. So why the hell bust your ass? Of course, you get it back in tax returns and stuff like that. But I want the money now if I'm working for it. And the people that work for tips, yeah, they don't have to pay taxes. I think that's a great idea. It should have been done a long time ago. But the thing is, we have a federal government, and even our state government here in New York. They're too tied to that. They like the money, so they can spend it all and on different things and stuff. And I don't want to get into that. But continuing on with the history here. On this day, in 1938, the radio play "The War of the Worlds," starring Orson Welles, aired on CBS Radio, and that was pretty bad back. It was Halloween night of 1938 that everybody thought the aliens were coming and stuff. And let's see. And in 2005, on this day, the late Rosa Parks became the first woman to lie in honor at the U.S. Capitol Rotunda. President George W. Bush and congressional leaders paused to lay wreaths on the casket for the civil rights icon. God bless you, Miss Parks, and Godspeed. Yeah, and the Rotunda. That was a big honor. Just it's reserved for presidents as far as that goes. And on this day in 2013, the Boston Red Sox romped to their World Series championship in 10 seasons, beating the St. Louis Cardinals 6-1 in Game 6 at Fenway. So as far as baseball last night, the Yankees won. Yay! They're still in it. I don't know if that means it's 3-1. So they still have to win the next 3 games. I think they won it big as we transitioned into baseball. What was the score last night? I think they got 11 runs. I didn't watch the game last night. I ended up, what was I watching last night? Oh, John Wick 2. I love John Wick. Yeah, they beat the Dodgers 11-4. And where did they get most of their runs? Let's see. Dodgers, they put 2 runs up in the first inning. The Yankees came back with 1 in the second, and then 4 runs in the third. 5th inning, Dodgers came back with 2 runs, and then the Yankees got 1 run, and then the 8th inning they locked it up with 5 runs. 5 runs in the 8th inning. So that's all she wrote as far as that goes. So hopefully they take 1 game at a time. We'll see. If they do it, it'll be history. We'll see. Captain Rehab, you still there? How you doing on those picks, my friend? Are you going to give them to me? We'll see. How are we doing on the broadcast? It's still sitting at 10,000. Oh, let's see. So the baseball, we got, let's see. Are they playing tonight? Let me see. Let me check something here. Let's see. We're at 1:19. I think I'm only going to take this to 1.5 hours broadcast. Let's see. If you're still there, Captain Rehab, waiting for those picks, if you can give them to me. For tonight, let's see. Are they playing tonight? Yep, they play tonight at 8 o'clock. So we'll see if the Yankees can continue. And if they win, they will be playing Friday night. So we'll check. They'll take Thursday off and play Friday and then finish it off. Won't that be November, Saturday? So we'll see. We'll know either tonight, tomorrow night, or Saturday. If the Yankees continue, that'll be good. We have football again tonight. We'll be talking about football at Let's Talk Football. Let's see. Last night in the NBA, let's see. Did the Celtics play? Let's see. That was Sunday. Monday night, Celtics beat the Bucks. Okay, that's good. Celtics beat the Bucks. The Nets lost last night, 144-139. Wow, these scores are high. All these scores are high. The Knicks, they lost to the Cavaliers Monday. The Nets won last night. Tonight we got the Celtics playing the Pacers at 7 o'clock. And then we have Nets playing Grizzlies at 8 o'clock. Are the Knicks playing? Knicks are playing the Heat at 7 o'clock. So the Knicks and Nets are on the TV. They're on the MSG channel. They're one of the two. So, and then you got the Met. I call it the Mets channel. The New York channel. There, they'll have. I think the Knicks. The Knicks or the Nets, I'm not sure. So there we have it as far as sports. And let me double check here. Are we still on X Live? We're still on X Live with 3 people. Thank you very much. We're still on the YouTube. We're still on Kick. And We're still on Twitch, and we're still on. Let's see. We're still on. What's that other one? On Locals. We're still on Locals, and we're still here on Rumble. So we're still on all the broadcasts, so that's good. And for those folks that don't really have that problem when I do the audio podcasts and stuff, yesterday I did it, and it was on the phone, and it worked. It loaded up from the phone. So sometimes it loads, sometimes it doesn't, just like live streaming here. But Monday, it completely crapped out, and I was already 15, 20 minutes into the broadcast. So I just continued it on Rumble, and I loaded up the audio portion on Spotify for podcasters. So those folks that are listening on the audio, I greatly appreciate you. I'm thinking about you guys as far as when I'm going over the numbers of who's here in the live stream, because we got a total of 7 people, 1 person on Rumble, 1 person on Local, 1 person on YouTube, 4 people on Twitch. So I'm not sure who we have on Facebook, but let me check the Facebook here real quick. Oh, wow, that's really delayed there. Let me refresh that, see what happens. Let's see. We got a comment from Tony on the oh, I just refreshed and it caught up. So let's see. We'll like that comment from Tony. Thank you, Tony, for the comment on the Facebook. So we're still maintaining on the Facebook, which is good. Okay, let's go ahead and check what else is in the news here real quick. Do our scan of the news. And we did 100 years ago. We got candidate spotting. We don't need to do that. Let's see. My hometown news. They're talking about the politics here. We don't need that. WNBF. What's on WNBF? Anything? No, nothing really on there. WB&G. There's got to be something on WB&G. Reduce vending machine availability in Waverly. That's on National Cat Day. Takes Wild Side. Well, let's listen to this one. This is on the zoo. I usually talk about the zoo, and this is on channel 12 WBNG. Human interest story as far as that goes, and we'll see what this one has to say about things. Let's see. The Ross Park Zoo is a great zoo. It's up there in Binghamton, New York. It's a fully functional zoo that it works out pretty good. Okay, so we got that there. Yeah, let's go ahead and share that. Go back here, and there we go. We got National Cat Day takes on a wild side at the Ross Park Zoo up there in Binghamton, New York. So let's go ahead and get this going here.
National Cat Day, we usually celebrate our feline friends. We keep it home, but at Ross Park Zoo, their feline friends are a bit more wild. So take a look.
Don't let their looks fool you. These felines are not made for cuddling. From small sand cats to huge snow leopards, Ross Park Zoo showcases and educates about the wild side of the feline family. Their wild nature doesn't make them any less of a cat to be celebrated. Today on National Cat Day, we got to check out these wonderful creatures. Lead keeper at the Ross Park Zoo, Rebecca Daly, tells us more about the cats at the zoo.
An abundance of small cats here. We have 6 Pallas cats, 4 of them born last year on International Pallas Cat Day, as well as 3 sand cats born last February. So everyone is a year old. And even though they may look small, they are fully grown. So small cats can be found all over the globe. The Pallas cats are found in the Himalayas, as well as some parts of China. Sand cats are found in the Arabian Desert and parts of Africa.
After looking at the smaller cats at the zoo, we couldn't forget about the big cats that call the zoo home.
Here at the zoo, we have 2 big cats. So we have our Amur leopard, Avanti, and then we have our snow leopard, Tushar. The Amur leopards would live in the Amur River region of Russia. These cats are critically endangered in the wild. There's about less than 50. So they are taken for their coats, as well as climate change pushing human and cat conflicts that can lead to the decreased population. Snow leopards, they are in the Himalayan region. So the Snow Leopard Trust is a program that works alongside people who live in the Himalayas, and they teach them about snow leopards and why they are good for the environment and why we need to keep them around. On their website, you can go in and support them through buying homemade things that are made from people in the Himalayas that will then support snow leopard conservation as well.
Come check out these wonderful felines at the Ross Park Zoo. For more information, you can visit their website at rossparkzoo.org or visit them during their open hours at 185 Park Ave in Binghamton from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day.
So there we have it, Ross Park Zoo. Cat Day, I believe, was yesterday, National Cat Day. And the folks here at Ross Park Zoo, they do an outstanding job. I've gone to, it's been over a year since I've been up there, but this is a great zoo. They have a lot of things. It's very interesting. I love promoting it because it's one of those little diamonds in the rough type venues that are right here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And good morning, Big Juice 59. How we doing, Steve? And thank you very much for being here. So we got what do we got going on here? We got somebody going. Oh, we got some broadcasters coming up on Twitch here. Get notifications on that. Yeah, this article came out. No, this came out the 29th. Oh, this came out last night. So yesterday was National Cat Day. So they were talking about the cats, the wild cats, and yeah, that would be pretty cool. Working at a zoo, I'd be a little cautious of these guys there because I've seen them. They look friendly from afar, but I don't think I would want to get up and close and personal, especially with a snow leopard, as far as that goes. So let's see, what else do we got here? I thought there was something. No, that was from a couple of days ago. We're not going to go. Let's see. Let me go back to channel 12. Let's see. Is this Oh, McDonald's has finally found a solution to the broken ice cream machine. What? The issue of broken McFlurry machine at McDonald's may finally be solved, and it has come down to a court ruling. McDonald's says its restaurants weren't able to fix their ice cream machine because the company that manufactured the machines owns the copyright exclusive rights to repairing them until now. Starting Monday, a copyright exemption will go into effect, giving restaurants the right to repair their machines themselves. Oh, they can't? Wow, that's different. The exception bypasses digital locks that have prevent the machine from being fixed. McDonald's broken ice cream machines have gained their own cult following. There's even customers that run websites that track the malfunctions of McBroken. Okay, that's interesting. A little bit on the McDonald's side. Okay, so that's WBNG. Let's see. Nothing on the whale. And let's see, anything. There's a Binghamton woman that plays second on Jeopardy. I don't watch Jeopardy. I like that ever since Alex Trebek. Lips National Mall. What the hell is this about? Oh, that's a political thing. We don't do the political thing here. Emergency drill done at the Arnett Ogden Medical Center. Okay, that's always good to practice. And you know what? I think that's about it. Deliver donations. What's going on here? Okay, the broadcast is still going. That's the main thing. The broadcast is still going. Let's see, what's this about? This is off of the Penny Saver. Let's do the Penny Saver. We haven't done a Penny Saver article. This is a follow-up to a follow-up to a story. It's a couple stories we did after the last hurricane that hit, and this is off of the Penny Saver, and donations arrived in North Carolina, so that's a good thing. The donations have survived or arrived. This is from October 7th to 11th. Volunteers from across the community sprang into action to collect and donate items to Hot Springs, North Carolina, home of the Appalachian Trail. The town, along with surrounding areas in western North Carolina, are especially hard hit. And we can't forget these people. We cannot forget these people. Hard hit by Hurricane Helene, unleashing the unprecedented amount of rain in a brief period. In a united effort from the Owego Police Department, Village of Owego, the community shops, and Ward and Van Sco, items were collected also from communities, were sorted, collected, and loaded on a truck donated by Value Auto. And the donations were delivered to Hot Springs, North Carolina last week, and folks were grateful for the needed supplies. And we thank them. You know, numerous volunteers traveled independent to assist in the search and rescue recovery. As of for Hot Springs, North Carolina, needed most at this point are people to help with the labor as they continue to rebuild their lives. So that's a good story. That's from the Penny Saver that I usually end up getting on the weekends for the missus. The paper, this is online, the Owego Penny Saver. It's a weekly publication that I enjoy, and the missus definitely enjoys because there's a lot of good the coupons for the grocery store. Okay, that's about it for what I have for news. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. We're going to wrap this up here and stuff. What do we have? We have an hour and 34 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and Captain Rehab. Are you still there for those football picks? I'm getting ready to exit stage left here, my friend. It says we have 6 people, 4 people on Twitch. So I don't know if you're still over there on Twitch. And we got Jackie Jack. Hi, Jack. How we doing there, buddy? You get our day started here. Get some pants on. Go out for a morning walk this morning. So, Captain Rehab, are you still there? Earth to Captain Rehab. Oh. Okay. Well, Captain Rehab, if you're still there, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day going. And he's probably waiting for me to start the music. Then I'll slap it up there. See, I'm already reading his mind. He's probably laughing his ass off right now. But we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, my friends, and get our day started and see what the day brings. And lower that down just a little bit. And I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being here this morning. Thank you, Double J's. Thank you for being here, my friend, this morning. And I want to say thank you to Big Juice was here at the beginning of the first attempt and also here at the second attempt, just to recognize that. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here. Thank you, Tony D. Salute to you, my brother veteran, fellow broadcaster, and very good friend. Thank you. We'll talk to you later there, Tony. And thank you, Joanna, from Australia, from Park City, Australia, to be exact. Thank you also for continuing your subscription on Twitch and continuing to follow. Greatly appreciated, Joanna. And let's see, who else do we have here? We didn't have any first-time chatters. Oh, Smoking Schizo. My brother, Air Force, civil engineering, prime beef friend there. Thank you for coming in from Florida. Thank you, Smoking there. Greatly appreciated. And again, thank you, Big Juice 59. And thank you to the viewers that are watching on the replay, as well as those individuals that are listening on the audio pod on Spotify for podcasters over there on Spotify. We greatly appreciate that. And also those other, if you're listening to it audio for today's live stream broadcast on those other fine social media audio platforms. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. All right, folks, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay for posting on social media. Check me out over there. Give me a follow. And, if you've been on X for a while, I'll probably give you a follow back. But if you're somebody that's recently started an account, you're not going to get a follow, man. If I don't know yet. All right, folks. Y'all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again.